If you were born in the 1940s, the 1950s, or the 1960s, the rules Social Security uses for your check are not the same as the rules for the person standing next to you in line. Your full retirement age is different. Your claiming options are different, and the one mistake that can permanently shrink your monthly payment is different too. And in 2026, that gap is costing people real money. In every one of these three groups, somebody is being paid less than they are owed, or is about to make a decision they can never take back. Not because they did anything wrong, just because no one ever sat them down and walked through the rules for their exact situation. By the end of this video, you are going to know which group you are in, the single most important thing to check, and exactly what to do about it. And one of these moves, for the right person, is worth more than $250,000 over a retirement. So find your decade and stay with me. Quick thing first, because it matters. Social Security will not call you when a rule changes. They update the policy, mail a form letter to whatever address they have on file, and move on. Nobody explains what it actually means for your birth year or your check. So if this helps you, 2 favors. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell so the next one reaches you. And send it to someone in your family born in these years. 1 share could stop a relative from losing money they never get back. Okay, let us get into it. If you were born in the 1940s, you are somewhere around 76 to 86, and you have been collecting Social Security for years. Most people in this group assume there is nothing left to check, and for some of you, that assumption is costing money every single month. Start with this. Are you even on the right benefit? This matters most for widows and widowers. A surviving spouse can receive up to 100% of what their late husband or wife was getting. And a lot of widows are still sitting on their own smaller retirement benefit. They were never switched over to the bigger survivor amount because no one at Social Security ever put the 2 numbers side by side. If you lost a spouse and nobody ever compared both numbers and moved you on to the higher one, there is a real chance you have been leaving money on the table for years. The fix is 1 phone call. Call Social Security and ask them in plain words to compare your benefit on your own record against your survivor benefit and put you on whichever is higher. The second thing is Medicare and a surcharge called IRMAA. If your income jumped in an earlier year, say you sold a property or did a Roth conversion, Medicare may still be charging you extra on your Part B premium based on that old one-time income. And this is not small money. That surcharge can run from about $280 to nearly $700 a month on top of the standard premium, depending on your income. There is a form for exactly this. It is called SSA 44, and it exists for people whose income dropped because of a life-changing event, like retirement or the death of a spouse. If you are paying well above the standard Part B premium right now and your income has come down, it is worth asking why, and asking about that form by name. If you were born in the 1950s, you are roughly 66 to 76, and right now, this is the group with real money sitting in a queue. Here is why. If at any point in your career you worked a job that did not take Social Security taxes out of your paycheck, think teacher, firefighter, police officer, postal or government worker, your Social Security may have been cut for decades by 2 rules called the Windfall Elimination Provision and the Government Pension Offset, the WEP and the GPO. Those 2 rules were repealed. The Social Security Fairness Act got rid of both, and Social Security has been recalculating benefits and sending out back pay to the people who were affected. And most of the people owed that money still have no idea it is coming. So make 1 call. Ask Social Security directly whether your record has a pending WEP or GPO recalculation, whether a retroactive payment has already been figured for you, and whether the direct deposit details on file are current. If your bank information changed in the last few years, and Social Security cannot confirm it, a payment you are owed can sit there waiting on nothing but your phone call. The back pay has averaged around $6,700, and for the people hit hardest and for the longest, it ran higher than that. That is money that is already yours. It has been calculated. It is just waiting on you to confirm where to send it. If you were born in the 1960s, you are roughly 56 to 66, and this is the group facing the most permanent decision of all. This is the section to stay for. If you were born in 1960 or later, your full retirement age is 67. Not 65, not 66, 67. And what you do around that number locks in your check for the rest of your life. Here are the real numbers. Claim at 62, the earliest you can, and your benefit is permanently cut by 30%. Wait past your full retirement age toward 70, and your benefit grows by about 8% for every year you wait, up to about 24% more than your full amount. Let me put that in dollars. Take someone whose full retirement age benefit would be $2,000 a month. Filing at 62 instead of 70 is a difference of more than $1,000 a month for life. Spread across a 20-year retirement, that gap adds up to more than $250,000. Now let me be straight with you. In a way, most of these videos are not. Those numbers are real, and you deserve to know them before you sign anything. But waiting is not automatically the right answer for everyone. If your health is uncertain, if you have a family history that makes a long retirement unlikely, or if you simply need the money now to live and enjoy these years, claiming early can be exactly the right call. The point is not always wait. The point is to know the real trade-off and decide on purpose, instead of finding out the cost after the decision is already permanent. And one option in this group that almost nobody asks for, if you wait until after your full retirement age to file, you can request up to 6 months of back payments in a single lump sum with your first check. On a $2,000 benefit, that is up to $12,000 at once. It does slightly lower your ongoing monthly amount, so it is not free, but the option exists, and you have to ask for it by name. And if you are on the younger end, still a few years out from claiming, do this one thing today. While it is still free and easy to fix, check your earnings record. Social Security builds your check from your highest 35 years of earnings. That record was put together from what your employers reported, going all the way back to your first job. And every year was a chance for something to go wrong. A wrong number submitted in 1994. A self-employed year that never got recorded. A company that closed and whose payroll records vanished. Each uncorrected year can cost you around $100 a month once you claim. Every month, for the rest of your life. Go to SSA.gov, create your My Social Security account, open your statement, and check the earnings listed for every year against your own records. If a year looks wrong, you can file to correct it with documentation like old W-2s or tax returns. And the urgent part is this. That paperwork is far easier to find now than it will be in 15 years. Do it while you still can. There it is. 4 decades, 4 specific moves, and not one of them needs anything more than a phone call or a free login. If even one of these applies to you or someone in your family, do me a favor, subscribe, and turn on the bell. Social Security rules are changing faster in 2026 than they have in years, and the people who hear about it here find out before the deadline, not after. And this is the one that actually matters. Send this video to someone you love who was born in the 1940s, 50s, or 60s. Every one of these groups has something specific and time-sensitive to act on. One share could put real money back in a family member's pocket or stop them from making a decision they can never undo. And one last thing, because it connects straight to this. If you or someone you love ever worked as a teacher, a firefighter, a police officer, or a public servant, watch the video on your screen next. Social Security may owe them up to $22,000 in back pay, and most people have no idea it is even theirs to claim.